All right, big bad fight. Let's do this. What could go wrong? And maybe there will be a witcher in town.
Ravines. The beast is near. I sense it.
You sense it? Is that one of your magic powers to sense beasts? Is it not anything to do with, you know, everything we can see?
At the furthest depth of the winding, gloomy canyon, scouts found the maw of a great cavern. Among the boulders outside it, whitening bones lay strewn. Ake dismounted and drew his blade.
By the god's grace, we've found the beast's lair,
He said, lifting his gaze to the heavens.
We need them but to extend their favor as we battle the filth.
Meve cast a critical eye at her shield, wood clad in leather and thin plate. Enough to stop a sword, certainly, but would it protect her from a beast's raging blow? Noticing her hesitation, Reynard approached the queen and said,
Your Grace, none will utter a disparaging word should you step back.
But they will think them,
replied Meve.
and that's bad enough. The war has begun. I can't appear weak to my fighting men.
Without awaiting an answer, Meve strode into the cave. The rest of the company followed, equally full of fear and faith in their queen and commander. Moments later, a great and powerful roar filled the cavern.
A manticore, see if I manticare. In the beast's lair, manticores are truly terrifying monsters. One Oxenford professor even argued that the bloodthirsty beast's very existence contradicts the widely held belief that the gods are merciful and benevolent. It's a creature so bad that a professor sees it as proof that God doesn't exist, basically. Or not quite, but, you know, similar. The publication of this thesis led to a heated theological debate, a debate which cooled, ironically enough, when the witch hunters had the scholar burned at the stake. Oh no! Special rules. 1 round. It is a battle, though. Is the rule that I have to defeat the Manticore? I imagine the special rule is just whatever the hell the Manticore card does. Nope. All 6 of those cards are the Manticore? Oh my god, it's like Exodia. It's like Exodia. Obliterate. The head, immobile, so immobile, cannot be moved. Yeah, because that would break the illusion. Alright, so there's the head. Damage self by 6 whenever another limb is destroyed. Ooh. So the other one's... Okay, and if we defeat the head, we win. Scholars at Oxenford contend that manticores have 3 rows of teeth. How they acquire evidence to support that theory remains a mystery. Yeah. Yeah, how do they know? I suppose. I mean, there has to have been a dead manticore at some point. Eventually, right? Unless they're also immortal. It's a boss, so the spike trap doesn't work on it. Manticore right wing. Every turn on start, move a random enemy from the melee row to the ranged row. Oh boy. It should be impossible for a mammalian beast the size of a manticore to fly, and yet... I enjoy the writing. Membrane. Ugh. Even the word is ugly. That one moves an enemy from the ranged row to the melee row, so those are switching people around constantly. Manticore right leg. Every 4 turns on turn start, damage all enemies in the ranged row by 2. Manticore claws never stop growing, so they must occasionally shed them by scratching various surfaces. They seem to find armor and shields particularly convenient. Every 4 turns, damage all units in the melee row by 2. Other one said ranged, yeah. So they have 6 armor. With a Manticore, it's easy to get off on the wrong foot. Oh, they had fun with this quest. Manticore tail. Every 3 turns and turn start, destroy the leftmost enemy unit on the melee row. Oh. Whenever an enemy moves, damage it by 1. Oh. Manticores have the tail of a scorpion. Just 100 times larger. That might be significantly more than 100 times larger, actually. So it's gonna kill whoever. So every X number of turns it damages basically everybody by 2, but every 3 turns it just kills whoever's on the left side of the melee row. Which, given that people are moving around constantly, that might be extra hard to control. Huh. Force 2 units to duel. I wonder if I can use that on him. Alright, let's look at my cards again. So this is useless to me. Can't target bosses. Well, yeah, no, every part of him counts as a boss, not just the head. Okay, so that card's completely useless. Damage an enemy by this unit's power. Whenever an ally takes damage, strengthen self by 1. Yeah. So he'll attack via his power because we were fighting against a beast right now. Got some drummers for some more summons. Transform a damaged unit into a bear. There's going to be plenty of damaged units to use that on. I don't know what this does, so let's find out immediately, and that'll be a good test. I do wonder if I can make him duel himself. Otherwise, kind of pointless. But hey, I can dismantle parts of his body, so like that's good, I guess. As far as I can tell, the Scytheman's basically useless. Unless I just want to win by score, which, I mean, I think that might technically be an option, but I think I would want to defeat the Manticore if I can. War Wagon will help with the Arbalists and everything. Sure. Whenever an ally takes damage, that's going to be a lot of allies. If I can play him early enough. The only issue is that if he's on the far left, he'll die. I guess I can keep playing people to the left of him, and then that'll stop that, hopefully, from happening. At the very least. Not the worst hand. These guys will keep helping me draw more people. I don't know if you can... Oh wait, restraint. Cannot target bosses. That's useless. Can't target bosses, but I'll be using it on myself. Oh, I see why they did that. So you can't turn... Because it doesn't even have to be your allies. You could have turned a boss into a bear to replace whatever its effects were, otherwise, if it didn't have restraint. I think I'm gonna start with this one just to figure out what it does.
And I beheld the beast! Profane horns didst adorn his wicked brow!
God's protectors.
Let's do this. Huh. Underwhelming. Right, because yeah, it gives me 1 of 3. That one sucks. I don't have any copies of it. Aretuza Adept. Immune. Cannot be manually targeted. Ooh. Deploy. Choose a bronze ally on the battlefield or in the hand and add 2 copies of it to your deck. Oh. Interesting. Interesting. The adepts every whim is catered to. They live like princesses at Aretuza. And in turn, half the city lives off servicing them. Seamstresses, milliners, confectioners, delivery boys. Oh. I mean, there's nothing to destroy besides getting rid of the idol, I guess, which I'm holding on to. And this is useless because there's no copies, so you, I guess.
Beware! Its tail flows with deadly venom!
Yes, it does.
Beware its claws! The hardest plate they shred like fine vellum!
Alright, so pick a card and I'll get 2 copies in my deck. Just more drummers. It would be kind of funny. Can I actually generate more of these types of units? Let's do War Wagon. If I have a bunch of war wagons, that's a lot of units to get damaged, which helps this guy power. Although he can't even attack, can he? He just attacks when he's deployed. Well, helps with these guys at least. And the moment somebody's damaged, I can transform them or something. See, my effect attacks everybody with the same power. Well, there's 3 12s. It's probably a good start. We'll see how this goes. This is gonna get weird. Get the start, I suppose.
Prepare to fight if you've any honor.
Take out the tail now. Boom.
Keep that vile poison to yourself.
I should probably be attacking the head more, huh? I took out the big bad effect at least. Let's make her a bear, kind of for fun. What? Shit, it can't be manually targeted by anything, including my own cards. Wow, so it just deletes the card if you misclick. It's not like you can't do that, it just gets rid of it. Okay. That's insight onto, that's some more insight into what was happening before a few matches ago, where that guy kept not doing anything each turn. He was destroying cards. That's what he did basically. Did they just randomly make him go this way and then back here again? Is that why he just went up and down like that? Huh. Alright, war wagon.
You can try to win them all.
That'll keep that row busy. Yes, apply damage. Alright. Drummers.
Left, right.
I should put the drummer to the left of him. That was my mistake. 12, 12, 14. Wait, I was thinking about going on the left. I just remembered that I don't... Yeah, that's my mistake. I forgot that I already got rid of the thing that'll actually make me get damaged, so we're fine. But the random rearrangings are getting weird. Alright, hang out. Another one? Okay. Sure. The random rearrangements are getting weird. Alright. I mean, he's gonna be pretty strong when he gets a +2 for every single damaged person soon. He's getting strong, but I need a way to attack with that strength, and I don't really have it. I've summoned another drummer.
Left, right.
There we go. The archers are shooting. Yes.
Her Majesty is exceptional.
9.
One vote. Can't take it anymore.
A farmer. Can I kill the farmer instead?
My spirits how, but these damn boots are killing me.
I won't be able to put them anywhere until something dies. And I have to pass now. And he's already passed, so the moment I pass it, we lose. I won the number though, so do I win or what? No, defeat. Meve's army was overpowered and forced to retreat to safer ground. Did it ever actually say I have to defeat the Manticore? I guess I do have to defeat the Manticore. It says that I win if he's defeated, but that doesn't mean... It doesn't say that that's required to win. So maybe last time I was also required to win that way too? That could have been it. Huh. Logically, it makes some sense that you have to defeat it in order to win. It's just that That's not how the game normally works, and it still shows our score and everything. It normally there'll often be a hero over here, and you click on him, and it gives you a failure condition for not defeating him or something, or like if the wagon's gonna cross the screen, stuff like that. Field medic. And I'm gonna say no. Really? You're useless. Really? 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 All right. Thanks.
Profane horns didst adorn his wicked brow.
Profane horns didst profane his wicked brow. All right. The fake Florin's also useless. Kind of. I can get two shitty guys to fight each other. I don't have a war wagon this time though. Huh. You're a new one. Clear all row effects from your side. After 3 turns on the restart, on turn start, draw the top card from your deck. Ooh! Gives you a bonus card, that's something. Enemies straight ahead, but fret not. We've side roads aplenty. There's not a lot of row effects too often in this game, but that's not a bad effect, being able to draw another card. That gives you an extra... hand advantage a little bit, although he's only worth 4. The turn worth of stalling, at least. The Wagenberg plus Zeal. You can attack the turn that it's summoned, which would suck. It's still just 1 armor per turn. And they'd probably be burning my armor down a bit? I don't know. This is tempting, but I think I'm gonna go with the war wagon and then tell the infantry to duel each other.
Beware! Its tail flows with death. Beware its claws.
Oh, you're a plus. So you get even more infantry than normal. And they damage people by 6. That's pretty good. So they do 1 more damage than before, and I can summon more of them. I want that upgrade for my actual deck. That really helps my archer's damage. Huh. Neat. Given what happened last time, I think I want to focus more heavily on targeting you directly. You still don't have a loyalty ability, right? No. Yeah, we need to focus directly on the head as much as possible, and maybe just let the tail kill something sometimes, since people often can't kill anything in that row anyway. No. I could turn somebody into a bear, but the bear doesn't have an ability, so it just has a power of 22. So it's currently pointless because of the fact that it's pointless because we have to race to kill the head. Scythemen kind of don't matter. I can make them duel, but they're just going to die the moment that the other effect happens. So for now, just keeping them around to do archer damage is probably the best. Right. Whenever an ally takes damage, strengthens himself by 1. Did he just get stronger? Did I imagine that? What is his starting power? I thought he was a 7. Nah, he'd be green if it wasn't higher. I was just thinking for a second there that maybe he got boosted while he was in the hand, which would be very powerful. But that would also be kind of a silly effect to have access to. Let's see, we'll maximize archer damage, so let's start placing everyone else we can, I guess.
The unworthy shall be punished.
This harvest will be reaping black cloudtails. My spirit's willing and how but these downwards killing me.
There it goes. Here comes 10 damage. Oh. 10 very not, or 12 damage, but not very well aimed for my purposes. All right.
That was a waste of time for one like me.
We're working on it. Without my without some of the other cards I had, it's hard to stack up as much damage as I would like. Another drummer. All right.
Left, right, left.
Works for my purposes, kind of. We need to save you until that drummer's done to maximize the result. I want to wait for the drummer, so let's try. I could turn you into a bear. Yeah, let's try it out, just because. Hey, it's a bear. We're going on a bear hunt. We're going to catch it. That thing is huge. Run. Yeah, it's a big bear. Oh, there's a little person down there. His head's not on his body. That's probably not a problem. He's probably fine. It's probably fine. Probably fine. All right. Hey, Archer. That works for me. More cards, please. Ooh. Oh, shit. That was not my best call.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow. Lyria!
We're almost there, but we're not going to make it, are we? If all the archers start shooting... No, they shoot the nearest enemy, though. Yeah. Yep. And these are all boss, so I can't make them duel each other. I should put the war wagon in the second row for more light infantry to potentially be attacked. That was my mistake. Didn't think enough about my count. All I can do is make two things duel, which are my own units. It's not the best call. Nobody has a death wish effect. Yeah. Yeah. Nope. Get him. Take that, my other guy. Yeah, strong lose. Get rid of that guy. Get rid of medic. Anything that doesn't attack, I need to switch out. Or have an effect that helps me attack. Bronze card's alright. The bear is pretty pointless unless I just want something that's hardy, which doesn't really serve a purpose.
And I beheld the beast. Profane horns didst adorn his wicked brow.
Am I gonna have to customize my deck for this encounter? I'm starting to think that I will. What do I get this time? Not the most exciting ones. You might build up to some damage, or just another drummer. Problem is he'll probably get killed by the tail before I can do anything with him. The drummer at least will summon a dude.
Beware! Beware it!
Beware, beware, beware. There's a forager. I don't want to destroy that. Let's just plop the forager down.
One man's battlefield is another man's ripe patch for harvest.
Because if I do it now, he doesn't attack anybody. Ooh. Ooh.
Got any victuals? Hungry like a wolf I am.
That turned out well for me.
I fear not, for faith guides me.
I fear not, for Fae guides me. Alright. Slowly going down.
Again and again and again.
Ooh, ban. Ow. Only got a little bit more luck on who they choose.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Oh, I forgot to attack with Meve. She's decently lower at the moment. I might be able to make this work. Yes, you're drawing archers this time. Yeah, it comes down to luck to at least some extent.
Give me a time.
In this particular case. Definitely start to realize 6, 7, 8. There you go. You start to realize why the puzzle levels require...
Thank the gods for this victory, both great and just.
You start to realize why the puzzle game matches have such a specific hand and so on, is so that it's specifically solvable.
With Ache at their side, the Lyrians fell the Manticore. Later, it was said, the beast's dying wail, multiplied and strengthened as it passed through the caverns, could be heard as far as Spala.
Your Grace, many monarchs have I met in my time, yet none proved as virile in battle as did your Majesty.
Virile? I dislike the term. Seems not to suit a woman. I prefer valiant. Yet grateful I am for the compliment. Now pray reveal, have you made your decision? Will you swear to serve me? Are you prepared to take an oath?
I am not, Your Grace. I can serve only the gods. Yet, I do believe them to be on your side as one unjustly and treacherously attacked. Thus I see nothing wrong in assisting you.
Then I am content and welcome you in my ranks, Sir Ache of Denel.
The knight-errant bowed low from the waist. So low, in fact, the gambeson neath his mail creaked. Meve could only hope he would battle Nilfgaardians as boldly as he faced beasts.
And there's the trophy. It's been added to your army. We found the command tent. Claim. Ew. Ugh. 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 Gross. Nope. Took a little bit moment to load, I guess. Permanent resilience, just like the other one. Whenever an enemy appears on the battlefield, damage it by random 1 or 2. And then move to the other row. You can order 2. Potentially more interesting than the other effect. A fine addition to any parlor. Let's give that a go. And that stacks with his ability, which is that by having it selected, he also gets even more of a bonus whenever allies are damaged. So he could become very strong. Yeah. It's also the only thing that gives him an effect. So normally he attacks when being played by his power, which is effective against the monsters and so on, but if you fight non-monsters, you need this trophy to even have him do anything besides just be a unit. So it's you should have both in your deck or neither, I would say, for the most part, because he's just not a good card otherwise. And him getting stronger by 2 every single time that's pretty interesting. Oh wait, no, he has he strengthens by 1 no matter what. It's just 2 is better. Sorry, I was mistaken. I misread something for a moment, thinking that he doesn't have any effect when you're not fighting monsters normally, and that was just not correct. So good job, me, just being wrong at myself. Yeah, I don't want those. We're stacking up resources though, so as soon as the next stuff becomes available, I'll be able to afford it. Is my party all going to gather around this table, or is there going to be a second group? Either way, I think I know what his ultimate fate was.
Hallowed Mother, look upon these stricken souls what suffered evil. Protect, console. Not a scrap. Nothing to bury. Blood soul that's left behind. Hallowed Mother.
Seems like you guys built a village like right next to a den of a Manticore, unless it just decided to move in one day. Oh wait, they refer to places being leagues away though. I admittedly don't know how big a league is, but I think a league is a large amount of space. I wonder if it's at all comparable to like a football stadium, or if that's just a completely shot in the dark random claim that isn't even close to true. I don't know. Oh yeah? What are you guys doing down here? Goodman's camp. Oh, it's you guys. Yeah, the Skelligers. The Skelligers? I don't think that's that's correct terminology at all. Camp rules. No pissing in the fire, no shitting next to the tents, no shouting at dawn. You break the rules or break your leg, Slippy Goodman. Alright. So here's where he shows up if you don't kill him. Which might... was that an option? I don't remember.
One of them golden sons belongs on the side of my own ship. Nilfgaardians make for good prisoners, good slaves too. They got black shells, but the meat inside's red. Nilfgaardians make for good...
Damn. He's a bit of a bark talker, huh? Can I go down the shore? I don't see anything down there. Alright, well, you have a nice day bark talking over there. I'm gonna move on. Hey, old man.
Lots of folk moving about of late.
Back in my day, people didn't used to move at all. They just sat still forever like I'm doing right now. I've been here for 30 years.
Fair Lyria is our own land, charming, fertile and grand. Is your majesty also bound for the river? To camp there, perchance? Fair Lyria...
I might do just that. Well, probably not the camping. Well, maybe. That is how I access my menu. Whoa. Card acquired. Madrome Vengeance. That's probably a bear skull, right? What do you do? That's a cool looking card. Restraint. Destroy the highest ally and play 2 allies from your graveyard. Whoa. Interesting. Eye for an eye? Not good enough. Huh. I mean, that's certainly potentially interesting. It destroys your strongest unit, but brings back 2 dead units. It doesn't say random. Where's the medic? There you are. Yeah, so this one says play a random. This one says play 2 allies. I would assume that means you get to pick them. So if somebody is dead that you really need back, or get a specific use out of, you can kill one of your units to get those characters back. An interesting idea, but it destroys your highest ally, so like that's definitely like very situational. There's also a whole card that takes up one of these slots. Not totally crazy about the dual card yet though, so let's plop that in there for now just to experiment with it, give it a chance. Might be a cool effect, or it might be too situational and I might not get much mileage out of it. We'll see. Your Majesty, Lippy Goodman's warriors have started a brawl at the tavern. They've broken pitchers, drained all the barrels of ale, even eaten the innkeep's cat. Okay. Their dancing and revelry is in celebration of their recent victory over a Nilfgaardian division. and they show no signs of slowing down. What are your orders? Oh. You can fight them, which will gain reputation. It'll gain morale, but you'll lose 2 soldiers. That's morbid. Or you pay for the damages. It's a small price to maintain allies in this war. Let's pay for the damages. I caused this. I told these people to go forward and join us, and frankly, it sounds like they're succeeding, so it probably was a good idea. But they're making a mess of things, and there was a puzzle encounter back there. Before I go too far forward, I'll have to backtrack, I suppose. Oh wait, teleport spots. Oops, that's I right-clicked. When I was navigating, I didn't really pay attention to the direction of... There's like a ravine? Not a ravine. There's like a cliff going through that area. I didn't pay enough attention to that.
Alive one, seen it with my own eyes.
Where?
Like
oh, there it is.
And a mess of teeth.
See it.
A dragon.
Alright. Well, I found it. Yeah, I didn't pay enough attention to this cliff right here. I just saw this giant open area. I was like, we'll get used to it, but no, I needed to come down here. I made a mistake. How you doing? Oh. We're not friends. The Serpent of Foregate. The wyvern that prowled the fields of Foregate was first spotted by Melik, a local half-wit. He had been busy carving obscene words into a birch stump by the roadside when the dragon had suddenly pierced the clouds above him. After hastily and ineffectually cleaning his soiled trousers with the fern leaf, he rushed to the village to warn the others of the vicious beast's presence. Kill the wyvern. If there's no cows left, lose the battle. Okay. It's a one-round puzzle. So kill the wyvern, don't lose any cows. Gotcha. There is no the cow level in Thronebreaker. There's many cow levels. Alright. Every 2 turns and turn start consume a random cow. No ability. Yeah. Alright. It's only 18. Oh, but I have to use with the, yeah, predetermined deck. Good luck. A Wagenberg. 2 Wagenbergs? I don't know about that, but I don't have a lot to work with here. Wait, why are you... You're gonna repeat their orders? Why would I want to use the repeat deploy? Look at all these guys that I presumably can't get, right? There's nothing here that draws units. So the Wagenbergs gain armor when you place something. Huh. I'm just not totally sure what I'm gonna do with this extra order. Wouldn't I use the Wagenbergs near the end? Because I want him to randomly kill these cows first if I'm lucky. And then if I AoE this row, there'd be lower casualties there. I don't know. Let's just start playing and see how it plays out. It seems that he doesn't attack. He just eats a cow every now and then. You know, like you do. Yeah, there it goes. Not so lucky so far. Oh, consume a random cow. Right, that means that he actually gets the food from the cow, too. Hmm. Six and 5 is 11. If I play this guy, that'll be 7 and 6. At which point I should be able to kill him. So next turn.
Discipline shall bring us victory.
Should have played this guy first though, because then the Azarbalist would have done a bit more damage anyway. As long as the cow on the bottom survives, we win. Boom. Quick, very quick puzzle solution. We've got it. It's actually really trippy to win a scenario very, very, very quickly after spending almost an entire episode on a previous scenario. But that's the pacing. Also, I suppose the difference between a straightforward puzzle solution versus a scenario where maybe you have to draw better cards. And I might have been doomed, although I did remember making a misplay at least one of the times. So it could have been either way. Are we ever gonna load? I'll see you guys next episode. Hopefully it will have loaded, or maybe I will have rebooted the game.